Hi there. Today I'm answering the question, is sugar our biggest poison? This is a very difficult question to answer, and it doesn't have a simple yes or no answer, because I don't think it is a poison if it is used in small quantities. But in excessive quantities, absolutely it can be a poison in your body. Let's just take a step back and look at what is sugar. If we look at the sucrose molecule, it is made up of two molecules, a glucose molecule and a fructose molecule. So these are just two simple sugars that are actually naturally produced in plants through photosynthesis. So of all the plants, your sugar beets and your sugar cane have the greatest amount of sugar. And when you think of table sugar that you see, what has happened is the sugar's been taken out of those plants and processed into the sugar that we know. So that is what sugar is. And how can glucose or fructose in and of itself be a poison? So if we think about sugar, when it is in the stomach, it just digests into these two molecules of glucose and fructose, and they move off into the bloodstream. Once in the bloodstream, the cells take them up and will use them as energy, firstly, or if the body does not need energy at that point, it will store it, first of all, as glycogen, if there are glycogen stores available, or then if those are full, it will store it as fat. So you can see if you're just using a small amount, you'll probably just use it as part of your energy. But if you're going to use a large amount and your body doesn't need the energy and all the stores are full, then we are going to be putting on extra weight because of this excessive amount of sugar that we are using. The second thing that I want you to think about is sugar is an empty calorie. And what we mean by this is it provides us with energy, which can be good if you need energy, but a lot of us don't need excess energy. But it doesn't provide you with anything else. There's no vitamins in there. There's no minerals. There's no fiber. There's no goodness. And so in small amounts, that's not going to make a difference. But in large amounts, that is going to mean that you're not going to eat the foods that have all this goodness. And so your body is not going to be able to function properly without this nutrition. And so sugar in large amounts is going to make you unhealthy or your body unhealthy. Also, if we think of blood sugar control, when we've got an empty calorie like this that doesn't have any fiber or anything else with it, it digests relatively quickly. And so if you've got a large amount of it and it digests quickly and all of that sugar rushes into the blood at one time, we're going to have a dumping where the cells are going to take it up quickly and the body's going to get rid of it quickly because it doesn't like those high sugar levels. And so our sugar levels are not going to be nice and constant. And what that means is that our physiology is not going to be in a good place for us to actually function at our best. And then the last thing I want you to think about when you think of sugar is what is its function? So to me, the function of sugar is to sweeten our food. And even though we always say sugar is sweetening the food, sucrose is sweetening the food, all these other sugars that we have developed or that are around do exactly the same thing. And so moving away from sugar doesn't only mean moving away from sucrose. It also means we're moving away from all the other sugars, because otherwise your taste buds are never going to be able to enjoy the taste of naturally flavored food. So you're wanting to ensure that our sugar levels are low no matter which sugar. We've got the nutritive sugars in which sucrose falls in. Honey does too. We all think honey is fantastic, and it is slightly less it is less processed than sugar, but it still has the same function ultimately. And then we get the non-nutritive sweeteners like our artificial sweeteners. So they don't add calories, but they bring about a whole host of different issues. The main one being that they seem to be affecting our gut bacteria. And we know that if our gut bacteria is not happy, our whole system cannot be happy. And so swapping one sugar for another is not the answer, in my view at least. We need to learn how to enjoy food that is less sweet. And so, yes, sugar is an issue. It is a problem. It has become one of our poisons. But if you use it in small, controlled portions, then you can be absolutely sure that it's fine in your body. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.